Any new things coming up on the market to help with buyers in these high interest days?
Yes, so there are some cool programs. I'll mention 2 right now, maybe 3. Number 1, we are doing no cost refinances for any of these loans that we're closing now at higher rates. So when rates come down, we'll waive the lender's fees to do a refinance. That's another thing that we're talking about in conjunction with a buy down, to try to get people comfortable with this rate environment.
Right.
We also have a program we just came out with called the 321 Home, which is a 3% down payment, a $2,000 gift card to Home Depot.
Ooh.
I know. And then a grant for anywhere from $1,000 to $2,500. So 3% down, $2,000 at Home Depot, and then a little grant to help with closing
Get your
costs.
paint, anything you need, repairs on the house.
It's a first-time buyer program, and it's effective because most people buying their first house, there's something in the house they need.
Is
they
there
need a refrigerator.
a cap on how much money they make for that?
Good question. There is, and it's I believe it's like $87,000 in Lexington and Richland County. They're the same, but it's a great program. So we're doing a lot of those, and then the third thing is, of course, state housing, which we do a ton of. We're their lender of the year, I think, going back a few years now, and that's another larger grant program to help with the down payment. So basically, a buyer can buy a house and not come out of pocket at all. Also has income caps.
Last question, future predictions. I know you just said a minute ago, you feel like interest rates are gonna come down. So any more thoughts on that?
With my crystal ball, I guarantee. Nobody knows for sure, obviously. But we do think so that what's driving interest rates up is inflation, right? And inflation is just, there's too many dollars in the market. A lot of the stuff that's happened in the economy over the last few years has produced a lot more money in the marketplace. And then there's been, on the flip side of that, there's been supply chain issues. There's the war in Ukraine, which restricts the supply of goods. So those two things make prices go up. You have less goods, you have more money, you can charge more money for your goods. And that permeates everything. It's a gallon of milk, it's cars, it's houses, it's everything. And it's bad for American families because the more they have to spend on things, they have to make more money, they have to make tough decisions. So the Fed's sole purpose right now, they call it demand destruction. They want to get people to stop buying things so that prices come back down. Hence their rising interest rates. So the way they calculate inflation, and gosh, this can get really tedious, so I hope tell me if this is something.
Oh, I love it. It's
okay.
Good.
All right. So the way they calculate inflation is a year-over-year calculation comparing this month of this year to this month of last year, and then it's a 12-month average. So a lot of the natural way they do that formula has made inflation look like it's going up, and it is, but it's because like September of this year versus September of last year were way different inflation numbers, right? Well, now we're gonna start getting October numbers, and October of last year is when inflation started going up. So the year-over-year comparison for October and November and December and going forward is not gonna be as much of a difference from last year to this year. So it's gonna start to make, inflation is actually coming down. It's also going to, in a way, look like it's coming down even more because of the way they do the inflation calculation. So what we hope will happen is that we'll get a few months of better inflation numbers. The Fed's gonna meet again this month and next month, and then 1 or 2 meetings at the beginning of next year, and they'll probably keep raising rates a little bit.
2 more times, I heard. And
maybe even 3. But even the
lower.
Fed has said they think that their future interest rate increases can be less. So hopefully we'll see less rate increases, and then as that inflation number comes down, they might stop increasing. And then if in the second quarter of next year we get kind of the usual spring buying season, rates are a little bit lower. Right. So we think kind of that we're hoping that's when things will.
So this is just a season.
It's just like everything. It's just like
right.
Everything goes in cycles. So yeah, season's a good word for it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, there's no guarantee any of that is true, or even unless we'll come back and watch this in 6 months and see if I was right.
But yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your day, and hopefully you found this video helpful. So if you're looking for a mortgage loan, Heyward is great to work with and his staff at Guild Mortgage.